You're listening to an Influicity podcast. I truly believe that we have one of the best education systems in the world for creating workers. Like if your dream in life is to have a career and a job, then absolutely we have the school system for you. You graduate, what's the first thing happens when you graduate college or university? You go get a job, or you go to a job fair. We do not have an education system that creates entrepreneurs and leaders and managers and critical thinkers. That stuff is not taught in our education system. It's something you need to learn after you get an education, perhaps, or alternatively to getting an education. But that's not to say that having a job is a bad thing. I think it's a great thing. And I want you to tell me about what are the best parts of having a job, or how can you use your job in order to create wealth in your future? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, and totally agree with you, Scott. I think there's like a balance. I think you can be someone like you or I, where we're all in and making money a different way. But I think there's also an opportunity for people that have a job to use it as an asset class, but just see it as an asset class. So you're looking at a balanced portfolio. If you've got a super safe job, you're a professor with tenure, you're a nurse, or whatever it is, like that's a solid asset class. I think you can look at being more risky, maybe with your investments. Now, if you're an entrepreneur and you have some investments, you're already making up that equity component. You might want to be a little bit more safe with your investments. So, you need to look, and I don't think the industry looks at people's careers as an asset class. Like it shouldn't be like you said, it's like probably not going to get rich that way. So if your asset class happens to be kind of like low risk, low return, then you've got to find some ways to bring some equity into your life, either metaphorically or literally, because you need that to balance out. Now, some other ways I think people can really maximize their careers is by negotiating, especially women. We don't do that. And there's a great book that I love called Women Don't Ask. And they estimate that by women not negotiating their starting salary and subsequent salaries, that they leave over $1 million on the table during their working life. Now, that's a big chunk of change.
That's a big chunk of change. But it's
also that, right? And I think, one of the things that's maybe most important, and you can dispute this, of course, but we're not taught to negotiate. Negotiate your mortgage rate, negotiate with your real estate broker, negotiate with your financial planner on your investment fees. We're just not taught. And, it's like always financial literacy is about don't have the latte, don't have these little fun things, forego all of these luxuries. And then we forget these ginormous numbers because you're like, well, what's 0.25%? What's 25 basis points? What does that mean? Oh, it might mean tens of thousands of dollars, and you could have had 50 Starbucks a day. So as much as, I don't really do advanced math in my head. I love math, but there's so many calculators that can show you, go have the coffee, go have fun with the little things. Please don't ignore the big things. That's where you're going to retire hundreds of thousands of dollars less or nothing or what have you. It's those little things on the big things that make a big difference.